Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works.
Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that wasn't far away. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often...
It's Van Basten! It's loose now, and they want to... Ah, he's given it away! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta, Puskás, just eases him off the ball. Pull it. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf goes on a run down the left wing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pull it, driving on and making good progress. Pull it, plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Hullet. Great vision. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Maldini clears it away. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hullet dominates aerially so often. Iniesta. Neither side yet able to find the net. Seedorf. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Iniesta. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's cut it out. Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard gets it away. And it's Vieira. He's gone for goal! Just a fraction high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Aimed beyond the defence.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Can he get on the end of this? Indonesia deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look...
Shot at goal! Goal! There is the breakthrough! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have our breakthrough. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bullet. Puskas. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, nicely intercepted. Messi. Threads one in. And this is Messi. Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Hullet. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. Has a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United get their 4th corner. Saliba can he finish? They're up to 5 corners now. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Messi. Puskas. Now it's Iniesta. Messi. That ball looks a good one. Puskas can see things, others simply... And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's managed to get free. Messi!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Van Basten. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Messi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Cruyff quietly revving up. And it's Iniesta. Ambitious ball here. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Pelé. Pelé with the cross.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Out to the right. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Puskás. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Looking for the run. Puskás, who does have an assist to his name. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
He's picked his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vieira. Messi.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Costa Curta is onto this.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 15.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11, Johan Cruyff. Number 10, Gullit. Number 9,
Mateus.
Iniesta. Number 22,
Vieira
Messi.
cuts out the
Coming
pass.
on the field,
They may
number
end up with some
18,
regret with this tactic,
Ibrahimovic.
but you have to
Number
admire their
20,
commitment to goals.
Pelé.
It's
Number
Ibrahimovic! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A case now of complete control.
And
Puskás! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. Chance for a shot! Best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way and a chance! Bernardo Silva. Vieira. And it's Baggio. It's Bellingham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, it's Van Basten. No, that's been intercepted. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United suffer a humiliating...